City.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit Lions.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And Goff going to look to throw right away.
And incomplete to open things up.
Trying to find Jameson Williams.
That'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on third. Goff.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Sheds off the tackle.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Spears to begin the drive. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Here's Levis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Hand off to Spears.
And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Spears.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Here's Goff. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Levis back to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
3rd and short. It's Levis.
Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, Levis.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Levis throwing again on second down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Here's Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Levis on third down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff.
Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here's Spears on second down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Phillips now from the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going.
One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's Goff now on second down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Now Goff looking to change the play. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing on third, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A second down throw from Levis.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Levis. And now another one thrown incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
64 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Gibbs.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now,
This is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Levis. They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
Now he's free at the 35.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad play.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Levis going to change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Levis on 3rd and 1.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go, 4th down. Levis work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Levis out of the shotgun now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now they'll change things up. Levis sets up to throw here.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long.
And now here is another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Levis from the gun.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game.